Check once where the bros are here. Talking soccer, sipping root beer. From the stands to the pitch to your ears tonight. They break it down, no fluff, no gloss. Goals and misses, they count the cost. Laugh aloud while they analyze the fight. RSL bros, they're running the show. Kicking it live where the fans all go. From the mountains high to the valley low. RSL bros, they're in the know.
RSL Nation!
Welcome, and extra welcome.
Man, what a week we've had, huh?
I'm kind of exhausted. I'm not gonna lie.
That was back-to-back times at the riot. Holy cow.
That part didn't exhaust me. I think I'm emotionally exhausted from so many things that have happened between the two games. But guys, welcome to another episode of the RSL Bros. Here you're gonna hear a lot of opinions, and we're just glad you're here. If you don't like the opinions,
and a lot of hot takes.
well, yeah. I mean, if you don't like the opinions,
We're full of them.
stick around because we want to hear your comments in the comment section. As heck, we always like to hear you guys' opinions. So this is how it's gonna go down. And by the way, I may or may not cry. I don't know. I had a cry sesh earlier, and I'll probably tell you guys a little bit later on why the cry sesh happened. So,
Please.
we're gonna go like this. We're gonna talk about Saturday's game versus San Diego. I don't know how quickly we're gonna go over it because it was 5 days ago, but we are gonna go over it because it was a game that happened. Then we're gonna get into last night's game against Inter Miami. We're gonna try to hit all aspects of it, but we don't want to linger too long because in 3 days from today, 2 days from when you guys listen to this, we have another game against the Galaxy on Sunday.
Boo! Eh.
Guys, there's so much going on, and I love it, but at the same time, I'm exhausted. But
It's a lot of soccer to take in such a quick span. But before we dive in talking about San Diego, let's give a quick shout out to Calle. We got these nice World Cup shirts, Argentina, of course. So if you want a World Cup shirt brought to you by Calle, head over to Calle. They got every single country, almost every country. So hit them up.
that's a lot of countries, by the way.
Well,
That is a lot.
not all the countries, but obviously the popular ones. They got France, England, U.S., Canada, Mexico, Argentina, Spain, Italy. Well, not actually.
Brazil.
Scratch that. No, they don't have Italy.
Italy.
I caught myself. They don't have Italy.
They made Italy before they got eliminated. Anyways, yeah, go grab your shirt. They look nice.
They look incredible. Kaya always does a great job with their World Cup merch and just their merch in general. If you haven't seen what they put out,
Don't
it
worry.
is high
Christian,
quality.
Your shirt's right here. I got your shirts next time I see you.
In section 206 or what?
I was gonna say we were together at the game last night, man. What the heck?
Yeah, seriously. Anyways, we're not going to get into that, but we are going to get into the San Diego game. So, Marcos, lead us off into the San Diego game.
First off, it was a sad day. No Christian. Christian was not there with me.
I was at a concert. I mean, I was at a concert. Bill Murray, phenomenal show. I did miss everybody, and I did miss obviously seeing this fantastic game, but I did catch up on it. So
Bill
did catch up on
Murray.
it.
Bill Murray has a band.
it's spelled Bilmuri.
I was thinking the same thing.
Bill Murray sings all of a sudden I mean, what kind of music was it?
Rock.
Bill Murray singing rock. This is great.
Anywho, back to the San Diego game. Lineup wise for RSL, we have Yedlin that's filling in for PQ because obviously PQ got injured the game before. With Glad.
Was it the game before or was it that same day?
Oh, sorry, it was in
Warm-ups. Yeah, in
Correct,
warm-ups.
correct. So it was PQ was originally supposed to be in there, but Yedlin taking his place in his first start this season. Yedlin, Glad, Engel, wingbacks, of course, Gozo, and then Catranis once again because Sanabria was still not available. Morgan, Kalaskin, Stein, Luna, and then of course Sergey.
Okay. From either one of you, your impressions on this game. I mean, we had 4 first half goals, 0 second half goals.
2 in the first 10 minutes.
I mean, obviously a better result than we expected number of goals wise. I was the closest again with a 3-1 with a 3-1 prediction, but honestly, I'm not shocked with how well we played. I'm shocked with how poorly San Diego played.
But was it really a shock though? Because San Diego's been doing poorly lately, and we talked about their 5-game winless streak when coming into this game. Was it 5? I think it was 5. Now it was 6 at that point. Did they
Correct.
win last night?
Um,
Because if not,
I mean,
it's gonna be 7.
Let's take a
they lost to
quick look.
Houston.
Oh, that's right.
7-game winless streak they're on currently. So at the time when we played them, it was 5. So they were not doing well. And yes, they were down 1 center back. That's it.
No,
But
I was very impressed with the way the RSL came out in this game. Very similar to the KC game, just guns a-blazing. And Sergey mentioned this in the press conference that after 20 minutes, he was gassed. Like, yes, it's awesome that RSL comes out guns a-blazing, but it definitely hurt them coming out so fast because then they're paying the price for the next 70 minutes.
I mean, I don't know if they're paying the price. Here's the thing though. I mean, to your point, yeah, we were up 2-0 at one point, and maybe yeah, after 20 minutes, I think that's when San Diego's goal came around 2020.
14th.
Oh, the 14th? Man, it came sooner than I thought. So yeah, coming out fast has its risk. It's a high risk, high reward. And we got all the rewards. Just the risk part, the consequences ended up being we were caught flat-footed on the other end, which again, typical RSL fashion, get caught flat-footed on a breakaway. I mean,
Yeah.
I hate it.
Well, I've watched that goal several times. Dreyer coming on that left-hand side finds Ingerson, and it's once again, it's Glad not being able to come back in that transition. And I thought Yedlin would be able to stop Dreyer, but no, he's just way, way wicked fast.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
wicked
but-
fast, wicked smart,
Wicked smart.
wicked smart.
So I guess what I want to focus on then is our 4 goals. Let's focus on the first half because the second half obviously ended up going meh for both teams, really. We won't talk about the officiating. In fact, we won't talk about the officiating for either game. Let's just leave it at that. Okay.
So if you want to hear officiating, you're on the wrong podcast.
I was gonna say we don't want to get fined by Pro.
No, please, no.
No,
Well,
let's talk about these goals for RSL. The first one by Luna, I don't know if you want to call it a dumb decision by the keeper for San Diego or just good keen eyes by Luna, just being just
Both.
just Luna is just doing what he's doing best this season, just attacking, and I love it.
Yeah, it's what Pablo's high pressure defense really paid off on this one. I mean, that's all we can say. And then going off of the second goal, I mean, was it Luna that had the cross? I think Luna had,
Yeah,
Luna
yeah.
had the cross, and
Goal
another
and an assist for Luna in less than a minute.
less than 5 minutes, whatever it was. But
What a good day.
what a great day! It was Saturday. Was a great day. And another header from Sergi. I mean, Sergi has been on fire, registering 2 goals. I mean, both his goals were headers.
Yeah,
bro. In fact, to the we just talked about the goalie making bad decisions. This goalie was just not on his game. I mean, the Sergi's first header didn't even seem like a header that really should be a goal. I mean, it was down, and the keeper got it with his knees.
I was gonna say it bounced off of Ferry's knee and in, like it directed it in.
Well, side note, really quick: the normal keeper for San Diego, who was the starting keeper last year, Dos Santos, he's been riding the bench this entire season. They've been using what's his face, Ferry, yeah, this whole season. So I'm like, at this point, you should be starting Dos Santos because he's the one that was helping you guys in goal all last season.
What does Ferry have over Varys that nobody knows about?
I mean,
Like start me or else I let everybody know about your Labubu collection.
Ooh,
oh,
not a Labubu.
Mikey Varys, Labubu collector. You've heard it here.
Oh, ooh.
I mean, unfortunately, we don't have any of that info because we aren't the San Diego Bros. We're the
Nope.
RSL Bros. So
Sorry, San Diego Bros. I say all of that in jest.
Also, good
guys are
podcast
great.
over there. Good podcast.
They're a great podcast.
so
No, but to your point, Alan, like Sergey he knows how to come up and use his head. Like, yes, you could credit San Diego didn't have a good back line because they're without McVay in this game, but they were just on point. Just Gozo finding him for that third goal, Luna finding him for that second goal. So we are feeling it. We are feeling it fast and early.
And then the combination play. I love the combination play between Sergi, Morgan, Luna, Gozo. Even Alex was getting involved. Stein was getting involved.
Well, Sergi, he mentioned it to me in the press conference. He's like, yeah, I could have gone for a hat trick, and I wanted to get a hat trick, but I've learned that it's best to care for your teammates and help them out in the end.
Morgan really, really needed that goal.
Oh yeah, because we've seen so many times this season, the Atlanta game, the KC game, and other games where Morgan had so many opportunities but not finishing them. But to see him finally get his first MLS goal, the look on his face, so happy, so thrilled for him.
Yeah, it was a sigh of relief, to be quite honest, because I was thinking in my head of thinking back, I was like, Morgan probably could have passed it again. Because I was like, if he doesn't want to shoot it, he could probably like bring it back, pull it back, and pass it off to Sergi, who could have also an open goal. So it's like, Morgan needs to take more shots. If Morgan would take more shots,
bring it back.
I'm telling you, he would already be at 4 or 5 goals, the same as Sergi. But with those 4 goals, I'm telling you, Gozo's cross to Sergi's second goal, again, chef's kiss. I mean, our wingbacks are playing absolutely incredible.
The first half was probably one of the better first halves that we've seen in a while. Yeah, yes, the game last year against Vancouver was an awesome one. Also, we had 2 goals in the first 10 minutes as well. So I was like, our XG was 3.02, excuse me. Shots 11 for 2 for San Diego. So I was like, we're cooking, but we weren't cooking in the second half.
So I mean, what happened in the second half? What do you think?
I mean, it could have been a little bit of we had too much gas in the beginning, and okay, we're comfortable. We're up 4-1. Okay, well, let's just see this out.
Yeah. I mean, I again, that goes back to the high risk, high reward. If we're gonna go all out at the beginning, we're gonna get tired. And I think to that point, I think we need to bring in more influential subs a little bit earlier. I think whoever is next up needs to be more ready. I'm not sure if the people that came in were actually game ready. It took them a long time to get into the match. And even as the match went on, we started retracting a lot and we weren't as dangerous. If you look at the momentum graph, we lost it after the 70th. It was mostly San Diego, and I didn't like that.
No surprise.
And I think it was after the PK, and that worries me because if we're gonna be playing this high octane offense at the beginning, it's a lot of fun. I mean, all of us have enjoyed mostly the first half of each game this season.
Well, every time it happens, then we switch to the second half. We're just hunkering down. We're bunkering, and then we're having to have a Cabral save us. Because you look towards the end of this game, he's having to do tremendous diving saves to save us at the 97th minute, which is awesome for highlight reels. But no, we don't want to be hanging on the edge of our seats to have to rely on that.
Yeah, it's super frustrating. But I mean, it is what it is, guys. I mean, we got 3 points.
Oh yeah, like a win's a win. At the time of this win, we were still undefeated at home at the Riot, which is awesome. That's our fortress. That's the place that we play. 3 points. Awesome. So 16 points. Cool.
I mean, 16 points at this point in the season. If I was comparing it to the 2024 season, this has been one of our best starts in at least the past decade.
It's true.
So to have this kind of start, absolutely incredible. Let's just leave it on a positive note because really, I mean, having to think back to Saturday, I can't think of anything else besides positive. There's just positive vibes afterwards, which is super, super good. I mean, especially going into the week that we are going to have, In fact, let's talk about this past week, the leading up to the Miami game. Were you guys feeling something different in the air in terms of? Sorry, I'm going to transition now. We're going to transition to the next game. Were you guys feeling something different in the air,
Well,
or was
obviously,
it just another game?
No, it was different.
How different? Like, because I mean, we talk about there's some games that are special. I mean, this
well,
one was special, but it's a regular season game.
yeah, in terms of the players and in terms of the fans, every time I asked the players, Justin Glad, Gozo, they said this was just another game for them. They weren't listening to the outside noise, the media. That was what the media wanted you to focus on. But
Yeah.
the fans, they knew how important, how extreme and this game was going to be.
Um, yeah. Sorry, Christian, you were going to say something.
No,
Okay.
I think. I was just gonna say it was different. And I think Marcos did a good point. It was the fans and the media that drove the difference narrative. Um, yeah, I mean, if we're looking at the players, most of them, for most of them, it was just another game. But I think, as we'll talk about here in a few minutes, some of them played as if it was that game.
Yeah. I mean, just as a recap, maybe I want to get your guys' thoughts, just because we have a little bit of time. There were a lot of fans that showed up to the academy to
Uh,
go watch
a, a, a,
Messi.
a little. We had, what was it, like 50, 100 people?
No more than that, probably, most likely.
Leave
Yeah.
the man alone.
You think leave the man alone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there was
the banging on the bus as they're driving away. I'm like, holy cow!
um think something similar happened to when Real Madrid was around, when Boca Juniors came. Heck, when even some of the Mexican teams come.
Well,
It,
obviously,
I mean, but you say obviously, but we're talking about the greatest player in the world, and you guys are scoffing like banging on the bus. But I mean, we're talking about the greatest player of all time. People are wanting to see just a glimpse of him, his silhouette. I mean, because that's all you can see
well,
with those buses.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Um, I don't know. I in a way feel bad for Messi because he just wants he loves the game. He's here to play, and he just wants to. That's what he's here for. Is to play the game that he loves.
Well, I blame him for all of this. He didn't have to be this good. Okay.
On
But
it,
yes, it comes with the
yeah,
the
it does come with the territory.
yeah. Um and I think he understands. I mean,
no, but
he's been
no,
doing
but
this for a while.
the whole lead up to Wednesday's game was fantastic to see, from everybody at the practice facility in Harriman to people camping outside of the Grand America, just playing drums and everything, shooting off fireworks outside. That was awesome to see because obviously we don't see that for a San Jose, a Colorado,
Fair.
any of that kind of game. So just that spectacle, I was like, this is awesome. That was just the lead up was just showing how big, how crazy this is going to be.
And most, if you guys are listening at this point, well, what are we, 18 minutes into this roughly? 19 minutes. If you guys are listening to this and thinking, oh, these guys are just going to drool over Messi. We're not going to drool over Messi. Here's the thing, and I'll explain in a little bit once we're done talking about the game. There's a cultural side to all of this. So we have to understand the big picture. And most of you guys that listen are part of the supporters group. You guys are diehard RSL fans, just like we are. There's another side to this story. So with that, let's get into your guys' experience at the game, at the field, at the stadium, and then we'll get into the game. So what do you guys, Christian? I'm gonna let you lead off on this one.
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen the stadium fill that quickly before.
We had we
That
had
was
we had Black Friday.
that was wild. Um, and there was a good number of Inter Miami fans that were there, but honestly, I was very happy to see the large number of RSL fans that were true to their colors there in the stadium yesterday. Um, Honestly, with how chaotic and how everything was done, I actually think that RSL, their staff, their security handled everything phenomenally. Like they did such a good job controlling the chaos because it could have. I mean, we saw at Mile High Stadium. If you watch the Miami and Colorado game, they had what 3 or 4 people run onto the field, and it was just they did not have the level of control that RSL had. So hats off to the great crew at RSL for controlling everything. The atmosphere was great. Um, yeah, I mean, overall, I think everybody walked away. I mean, obviously the RSL players weren't happy due to reffing decisions, but we're not going to talk about the poor reffing decisions that were made there. Um, but other than that, it was a great atmosphere, and I would love for us to be that passionate for RSL every single game. There's no reason we shouldn't. We've got the team that has earned this type of support.
Oh
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, the stadium was electric. I mean, for obvious reasons, but I loved feeling that. To your point, I wish we could feel that every game. That we don't need a big player. We have enough people to come to these games. I
Yeah.
mean, if we could fill in the seats, the ones that came for Messi or Miami or whatever the reason was, if they would come for RSL games, look at the support that we have here in the state. Uh, but maybe this is where we'll get to the game eventually, guys. I promise. But maybe that's the whole point: is how can we convince or how can we persuade these people to come for RSL?
Well, I think many of these people that came last night, they're wanting to come to a soccer game where they see good quality soccer. They're these obviously they're bandwagons first and foremost, but they are the ones that only want to come and see wins. They don't want to see a why do I want to come see a team that can't score goals? So I think that's that their points.
But
And
we have a
we
product.
we do. And we've got a great team. We saw honestly good soccer on both sides of the ball yesterday from both teams. Um,
Yeah.
the only I mean, I will say the biggest player I have a complaint about yesterday is Falcon.
Oh, bro.
Uh,
Falcon, because honestly, the rest of Miami, they played a clean game for the most part. But Falcon, once he saw that he could get away with whatever, he was
he was a
just
menace.
the he
He was
was
a menace.
not a menace. He was the dirtiest player on the field.
Poor Sergi. I swear, poor
Poor
Sergi.
Sergi. And Falcon can come after me. I'm not afraid of him. Like, uh,
Come at me,
like,
bro. Come at me.
what's he gonna do? But no,
No.
just it great, great playing on both sides. Yeah, unfortunate bias that we saw on the field, but
No, like at halftime, I was loving hearing the banter from some RSL and some Miami fans. I was in the bathroom at halftime, and some RSL fans were like, "Hey, the bandwagon bathroom is that way," and it was just things like that. I'm loving to hear. And then some other RSL fans were like, "Maybe you should come back to an RSL game next game," just to like push it at them, like because we know that some of those Miami fans they're never going to come back because we know most of them live here in the state of Utah, which
So now I guess my question is though, um, how many of them are Miami fans?
not many.
I mean,
so if you saw our Instagram story, you'll see that you see
you
that
you guys are so bad at trolling.
That
you'll
was
see that
Marcos.
that was all my idea. We interviewed one person that was wearing a Miami jersey. I was gonna do it to more people, but I was like, no, we should probably stop at one. So I asked this person, I was like, can you name me 5 Miami players not named Suarez or Messi? He's like right away, he's like, I can't. I can't.
But
So
shout out to that guy. He was such a good sport.
oh,
And
absolutely, absolutely. And it just makes you wonder how many of those Miami fans are the exact same? How many of them would be like, I really, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, here, I mean, I bet you have they have the same exact issue in Miami, because their stadium is probably filled half of them with just people that want to see Messi, and so that's
Sure,
that's
for
why
sure.
that's why my question is, how many of the people that were wearing Miami jerseys last night are actual Miami fans?
I
I,
don't think many. And honestly, kudos to the actual Miami fans that came out from Florida to this game because you're a real fan.
right. And those are few and far between. Like
That-
I don't
I,
think they would travel so far to pay so much money to see their team. I honestly don't think there would be that many, if any, to be honest. And so my thing is, I think the majority of the people that were there in Miami jerseys were there for Messi.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
And so um this is where I'm gonna get into the cultural part, because I think a lot of them, even those, I would say there's about 50% of those that were wearing Inter Miami jerseys were just your normal Americans that just love Messi, or love watching Messi, Messi fans, period.
Absolutely.
The other half, or the ones that are wearing Argentina jerseys, are most likely your Latinos. And of those Latinos, a lot of them are going to be Argentine. So this is where I'm going to give my little blurb. Okay. So bear with me. This is, when I wrote this out today, I honestly cried. I don't think I'll cry today right now, because I already
You have,
cried my
a,
cries.
you have a box of tissues ready, right?
No, I don't.
Oh,
And
shoot.
I was in my feels today, so sorry guys. This is gonna be a little feely, and if it's like meh, whatever, then we'll just leave it as whatever. But it meant something to me today. So,
Okay.
um, so this past week, honestly, it's been the whole weekend leading up to this game had a lot of feelings for me. So I obviously I knew Messi was coming to Utah, and it just brought a lot of stuff inside of me. I kept finding myself reflecting on my childhood, on all the years of watching Messi play through Barcelona, starting back in 2006, and he's carried so much of the weight of Argentina. And those memories are tied to who I am, who we are, our Argentine roots. And now myself being married to an Argentine and raising my kids in that culture, this week hit differently, because this week I saw a spark in my wife's eyes, her smile, and just the way she talked about soccer. And my group of friends as well, being Argentines, they were buzzing. They and like I mentioned, they drove out to the academy just to watch Messi practice. It just a practice, guys. I mean, this isn't much, but for people who are far away from home, that meant everything. It was like a little portal to Argentina opened for a moment right here in Utah. And by the time we all got to America First Field, the atmosphere didn't feel like any regular match. The energy had weight, not heavy, but meaningful. And when Messi stepped onto the pitch, the whole stadium felt like it inhaled at the same time. I felt this in me, my chest. I'm not, because I'm not loyal to RSL. I'm obviously a proud supporter of this team, but because I was watching a piece of my identity run across that field. This one player who has been woven into my youth, my family, my culture, was right there, right in front of me, in the same place where I've built my life. I'll admit there were moments when I got teary eyed last night. It wasn't just the excitement, it was the collision of my past and my present, of being a half Argentine kid who grew up in this sport, and being an Argentine adult raising my own kids with that same love. Standing there, I felt like I was carrying two homes inside of me, and somehow both were being honored at once. That's the thing about the cheering in the stadium. So many of the people screaming for Messi weren't rooting against RSL. They were rooting for a connection to their memories, to their families, to their identity. They were reaching for something familiar in a place that can feel very far from home. And RSL wasn't pushed aside at all. If anything, our stadium became a rare place where so many different stories like mine showed up and somehow made sense together. So for me, this whole weekend reminded me that soccer isn't just a game, it's heritage, it's belonging, it's the bridge between where we come from and where we are now. And having all of that come together in our stadium, that's something that I'm going to remember for a very long time.
Very beautifully said. Yeah, very, very, very nicely said.
So it came off a little hard for me to see a lot of supporters say that if you're here for Messi or you're here for Miami, it's better that you don't come at all. So that's where um I want to make sure that we express that everyone is welcome, but
Absolutely.
especially those that came for Messi and came for Miami for whatever reason. If even if it was just to see Messi, come again, please. but cheer for us.
Yeah.
Because the energy last night was amazing. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll leave that. I'll get off my soapbox now. And if we want to make mention, actually, make mention a little bit more about this game. What do you guys think of RSL's performance?
Honestly, overall, obviously the biggest frustration is that
Was
we didn't take
no angle
shots.
and angle.
Yeah, losing Angle early on. He also got injured during warmups. Pablo said that it was a lingering injury that the staff came and were like, it's not a good idea for him to play, and so they subbed him out. Sam did a decent job, honestly, subbing in for not decent. He did a good job. He did a good job,
Yeah.
stepping in for Lucas. My MVPs of the night, I actually have one on of each position. If you want to go backline, midfield, front.
Okay.
Backline, my MVP of the night was Justin Glad. Justin Glad, he wasn't starstruck like some of the other players that was on our team were, and he really shut down Messi attacking through the middle. Um, he didn't let Segovia or DePaul really get their way when he was covering them in the middle. He did a fantastic job. Caliscan also shut down Messi very well. He continues to perform at a high level, and we are very lucky to have him. And then Luna was my MVP on the front line last night. Absolutely balled out, despite the fact that he was sick with food poisoning. I mean, Luna was fantastic. That is the number 10 that I'm expecting to see out of him. Sure, we all want to see him score a lot of goals, but the way he was dribbling, creating chances, making plays, that is what's so valuable to this team, and he balled out. So those are my three best players on our team of the night.
I mean, if I'm going to follow suit because I like what you just did. Though I might say I would put Junka. I would say Junka is my backline. He stepped up in a spot where he didn't need to step in at that moment. Having to be told that you're going to be starting 15 minutes before the game starts is absolutely difficult. Because the mindset. I mean, the mindset needs to be there previously, according to Pablo. So the fact that he was ready speaks a lot to what his mindset is. I would agree with Caliscan. Caliscan was a beast. And Miami's midfield suffered for 80 minutes until they finally could break through. I mean, that was incredible on Caliscan's part. I am going to change, though, on the front line. To be honest, on a personal level, I didn't like how Luna played. I saw some things from my point of view that didn't really jive well and didn't really contribute a lot to team chemistry. But I would choose Morgan. Morgan had even though you probably didn't see him run a lot, pressure a lot, he had a lot of good spatial awareness, great possession of the ball, great distribution. But I would definitely put Morgan as my front line.
Okay.
Well, you guys pretty much took all the players that I was going to take. So, hate going last. No, I was Noel and Diego. Those two really stepped up for me last night. To Christian's point, I think this was probably, yes, Luna didn't score, but he showed that fight. He showed that drive that he wanted this game so badly. And especially this was a Michael Jordan game. He had food poisoning. So
now I'm gonna say this on a personal note. I'm no coach, and I don't know Diego personally like probably Mascheroni does, but I probably wouldn't have played him if
food poisoning.
Yeah. I don't think this game was worth it. Maybe put him in as a sub.
Well, he got IV'd at halftime too.
Right.
I bet he insisted.
Yeah.
Obviously he's going to insist, but I think for the integrity of the game, I think there were some things that I saw that I could tell that Diego was either gassed or didn't want to move a lot, and so he was giving instructions to certain players that didn't make sense to me. And
for sure.
And now looking back and knowing that he was sick, it makes sense.
Right, but I wouldn't have want that if I were a coach. Sure. In fact, I mean, let me give you a quick example because I was pretty close to the field where in my seat. I could see Diego telling Gozo to get up and down, faster. And I'm like, Bro, this dude, if you were to if all of us were to see his tracker, I think Gozo ran the most. I mean, you
Ooh,
saw
let's take a look.
Well, I
uh,
remember watching second half. I remember Gozo going from he was going north to south on the west side, and they switched over to the east side.
well, he because he dribbled all the way over there, but
Uh-huh.
even when he pushed forward, he would go into the middle as well. So Gozo was covering a lot of ground. I'm pretty sure, hopefully Christian can find it soon, but I
Yeah,
think Gozo covered a lot of ground. I don't know what your
uh,
tracker says.
he went end to end with a focus on the attacking half on that right side where he was.
Right. And so imagine attacking half, but having to get back on defense every single time.
Yeah.
There were times when he couldn't get back fast enough, and obviously Morgan, Stein, or Kaliskin had to fill in for him, or even the same Yedlin would have to fill in for him. It's a really hard thing that they're asking Gozo to do, and
Mhm.
my hope, and I think this is why Gozo may not have wasn't able to go over the top in his performance last night is because he's getting run to the ground. I hope that he's not getting burnt out right now. And yes, I spoke like wonderful things about him going to national team and whatnot, but there's something to be said about just driving someone to the ground. And he's a winger. He's not a wing back. And
Mhm.
when you try to treat your wing back as a winger or an attacking wing, you're gonna burn him. And
Oh,
I'm sure they know how to handle this situation.
for
But
sure.
I felt and I saw
Well,
Gozo was pretty exhausted.
and he's mentioned to me several times that he's still learning this position. This is a brand new position that he's still learning this practice and game in and game out.
You could hear Pablo's instructions of telling Gozo to push up more. And that it's and I understand that there's a lot of risk, a lot of
Yeah,
reward,
for sure.
but the back and forth is gonna kill him. And that was one of the instructions that I didn't like from Luna, because Luna would sometimes, obviously knowing his condition now, was telling Gozo to like cover more ground more than usual. And I'm like, bro, you're literally running him to the ground. And I think that's one of the main reasons why we lost last night was exhaustion.
Well, another thing that Christian I noticed that many fans probably noticed that was very frustrating was RSL not wanting and willing to take shots. So many times close to the top of the box or even inside, they're like, no, let's go find this pass. Let's find this pass. No, it just seems like RSL is same thing as last season. They're looking for like that diamond in the rough, that perfect shot. But no, just take it. Just take any opportunity you have. And Pablo
Yeah,
mentioned that in the press conference as well.
yeah, and I mean, if you look at the difference between the halves, Miami took 10 shots in the first half compared to RSL's two. Now, RSL stepped it up in the second half. We had 9 shots, a lot of more towards the end of the game, kind of desperation shots.
Yeah.
But I think that's really what bit us in the butt was that we just didn't take shots because we were playing up there. I mean, stat wise, we RSL and Miami played an insanely similar game last
Oh
night,
yeah. Because
but it was not taking shots that made all the difference.
Because honestly, you look at DePaul's amazing goal, that came down to not being afraid to take a shot. World class
Did
player, World Cup player. He's not afraid. Not
did,
afraid at all.
did you hear me right before he took the shot?
Christian was like, that's gonna be a goal. Christian was like, that's
Well,
gonna
I
be
was
a
like,
goal.
I'm like, DePaul's gonna shoot, and he shot
Bro,
goal. I'm like,
My
I, I, s-
angle was
I
right
saw it from a
behind,
mile away.
but my angle
well,
was like right behind it, and I could
well,
see it's just whack.
if you've seen the replay several times, Cabral was not too far off. Not far
No,
off at all.
I mean, we'll just leave it at that, guys. It was two golazos. I mean,
Yeah.
two golazos, and really that's all we're gonna say because we can't. These are two goals I'm not gonna blame RSL on because they were just incredible goals. I mean,
Well, maybe
mm,
on the DePaul one because you look how
we're
wide
giving him
open.
space.
There was so much space. Kaliskin gave him about 10 yards of space.
yeah, there. I mean, it was literally small lapses in defense. Even on Suarez's goal, glad when he the original challenge for the ball is like it bounced like right in front of him, and I was like, what in the world? But anyways, the small lapses in defense is what really costs games. So
And we just happen to be on the back end on that. But I think the most important thing is for us to move forward. So let's
eh,
oh
yeah, Yeah, sorry. I was gonna say keep doing the same thing.
That was like, let's start looking at the LA game.
Yeah, seriously, let's start looking at LA game because we want to keep doing the same thing as we're doing. Keep up the same pace. So with LA,
On the plus side, LA last night, as in Wednesday, April 22nd, they also lost on the road to Columbus. So,
and
and if
Columbus
you know,
isn't doing too hot.
and if you know anything about LA right now with injuries, Klaus is out for a long, long injury. So, after the World Cup, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's one less attacker to worry about, but we still
But
have attackers.
Paintsill,
Yep.
Peck, Marco Royce.
Did Marco Royce play?
Yeah, he did. He played a full 90
Yep.
last night, along with Peck played a full 90.
Okay, so those are ones to keep an eye on. Peck especially.
Paintsill came off the bench and had an assist.
Let's see. Peck plays right?
Yep. Peck plays right wing. They also have their own Sanabria, who's also a number 8.
That's funny. We're gonna see the battle of the brothers.
Fight. No.
They're doing their own bros fight. All right.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So we have Peck is going to be playing the right wing, which means our left wing back. Who do we think is going to be our left wing back for this game?
Juanma.
Yeah, I think we missed not to dismiss.
No, Catronics
Alex,
did a great job. He's always performed.
and he has good quality. I just think that there's a higher, maybe more technical quality to Juanma.
I'm still like legitimately shocked that Catranes has never been called up for the Greek national team. Like legitimately shocked.
And do you know who has? Noah Allen.
That's true.
Can you believe that?
That matchup between him and Gozo last night was
Bro, I loved it.
fun to watch. Gozo, I love you to death, dude, but I think Noah had the edge until you pissed him off to get the yellow. That was fun to watch.
Yeah,
So,
that battle of the youth, that was a great one to watch. But
in terms of RSL's back line, who I feel like should, obviously he's been unquestionable for a while, but what if Arias is available? Would you throw him into the mix?
here's the thing though.
I
I don't think he would be available because if he was available, they would have put him on the bench instead of Kobe Henry.
Kobe.
Or what if throw Arias off the bench, give him playing time?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
If Kobe's more ready to go, I'd rather take Kobe because it seems like Kobe is healthy, and I'll take a healthy player over who's decent over a good player who's injured.
But you guys are also talking about taking Kobe over Junka.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. And Junka's
Junka's still in like I would take Junka over Kobe right now because I haven't seen Kobe play first team minutes.
But in terms of the midfield and attack, do you keep with the same thing or just switch things up?
Keep it. I honestly say keep it.
If it's not broken, why fix it?
I mean, one game doesn't mean it's broken.
Exactly. And I mean, if I'm Pablo, then the main thing I'm focusing on practice this week, obviously rest today, April 23rd, especially Luna, get in bed and stay in bed for the day, but shooting practice. Just nobody leaves until you all score 10 goals or something, you know?
Do you know what I'm still impressed with? I'm impressed with the passing speed and the passing technicalities that we're doing. Like Morgan's passes are great.
Stein's passing.
Stein's passing is great. Sergi's, Luna's, Gozo's, everyone's passing, everyone's passing is like really good and in tight spaces.
Correct.
That's what I love this season. Last season, we couldn't make 2-3 passes in tight spaces at all without losing the ball. Right now, I mean, due to yesterday, I think yesterday because the field was super wet, I think it was a little bit harder to control. But Saturday against San Diego, we were looking like Barcelona in that first half. It was like tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I was like, and I think
that's exactly what Marcos was saying. Ticky tacky, ticky tacky,
ticky tacky, ticky tacky.
That's how you said it because he's a dork.
Yeah, we're just gonna call it ticky tacky. But that's what I expect for us to keep up. I mean, the quality players we have is really good, and so against LA, I think we're just gonna knock it out of the park. To be honest,
I don't mean to disappoint you guys, but the last time that RSL won in Los Angeles. Would you guys like to know when?
Can we guess?
Sure.
2019.
No. Alan?
2021.
No. 2017, last time RSL won in Los Angeles. 6-2 victory, July 4th.
Oh, well, I think we're due.
For a 6-2 victory.
And you know who was playing on that team? KB5.
Oh,
Euro.
Did he score?
Sava.
Who scored?
Plata, yes. Yeah, we had Rusnak, Beckerman, Yura, Sava with a brace, and Plata.
That was
Last time we won in Los Angeles.
That sounds like a good team. Why couldn't we do anything? Oh, wait, because we had a horrible coach. Calling that one out. But I'm confident still. Wednesday is just another game. It's one of the I'm gonna call it our blah, blah, blah. It's a really hard thing to do, two vowels in a row. Our Argentina versus Saudi Arabia game. I think we needed to lose one in order to touch grass, and now let's go again.
In case you're wondering, LA has only won one home game this season, and that was their home opener against Charlotte. Other than that, they have not won another home game this season.
What's their last 5 games look like?
1, 2. Well, not counting CONCACAF. They go loss, draw, loss, loss, draw.
So they're also winless.
no, so Marco said it backwards. So March 22nd, they tied the Timbers. Then they lost to Minnesota. Then they beat Austin. Then they drew Dallas and then lost to Columbus.
Okay, 1 win in the past 5 games.
1 win in the past 5 games.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still not good. Guys, with all this talk, you know what that means? It's prediction time!
time!
We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it.
You didn't say a thing.
I'll wait for you guys' reactions. All right, Marcos, lead us off.
We're gonna break the streak. We're gonna finally get a win since it's been the first time since 2017. So I'm gonna go 2-0. I think we finally got our clean sheet. I keep saying this, but it's gonna happen. 2-0 victory for RSL.
I hope you're right. Christian.
I'm gonna go a little bit more aggressive on the offensive side, but I hope we can keep a clean sheet. But I'm not 100% on that one, so I'll say 3-1 win on RSL.
Yeah,
he likes 3-1s, doesn't he?
You're holding on to that 3-1. All right. I'm going to be in between both of you. I'm going to keep it really positive all the way. We're going to go 3-0 RSL. Shutout on the road and 3 goals with 3 points. Guys, we're going to go back to winning ways, even though it was only 1 game. We're going to go back to winning ways. Let's keep it up. Sunday evening, 5 p.m., right? 5 p.m.?
5 p.m. kickoff.
Woo!
All right.
Good time.
Let's bring this home. Instagram questions.
Absolutely. Let's break it down for you guys. First question tonight. 3,000 followers by the end of the season, and Alan is singing the Believe anthem in a table at Fashion Place Mall.
Now we're doing it to the end of the season. That's a little bit more believable, but
okay. Deal.
Okay.
Deal.
Write this down. Alan will stand on a table at Fashion Place Mall.
And sing the Believe chant.
And sing the Believe.
Okay.
I like that one. Okay.
Perfect.
Here we go. Should Pablo give Olatunji a chance to start in Res Solons on Sunday?
That's a really good question.
Pablo, what do you think?
Yeah, please lay it on us, Pablo.
That is a great question.
I can see yes. I can see reasons for yes, but I almost want to keep Solons like. I know it was a slightly off game, but I think it might have been because of Falcon. Period. If he goes against the LA defense, I think he's going to rip them apart. I think we go back to ripping defenses apart with through balls.
Yeah.
And then at that point, if he's gassed, then you throw in Victor.
I think we may see him sub in earlier.
Which
I agree with that.
I would prefer.
And honestly,
I would prefer.
We were still ripping Miami's defense apart with through balls yesterday. We had a lot of really good through balls.
Yeah, we really did.
Next question for you guys. RSL lost to Vancouver and Miami. No wins against quality side Is RSL overrated?
You're overrated.
Your mom's overrated.
Like we don't get to choose our schedule. Like, sorry that we haven't played anybody, I guess that's quality. We beat Seattle.
But
But and Marcos, what did I say to you yesterday? Kind of jokingly, preview of what?
Oh, MLS Cup. You did say
I
that.
was like, preview of MLS Cup.
I mean, that'd be really nice. But here's the thing though. Vancouver game, yeah, we lost, but we didn't lose because we were bad quality. We really didn't. It was only 1-0. And,
True.
and we had youth, we had bench players. I mean, we didn't have a bad game. And
We had
yesterday,
Luca and Aiden starting that game.
yeah, and yesterday's game, I mean, at
Still
some
wasn't
point,
bad.
it wasn't a bad game. At some point, the ball's not going to go your way. Calls aren't going to go your way. So it's not like it was a bad game. So did we lose against quality? Sure. But we didn't lose by, oh, that's cute.
Oh,
For those that can't see, Christian with a background of hearts. We didn't lose because of bad quality. We lost because of the ball didn't roll our way.
And two incredible goals.
Yep. So there.
you make a good point. Next question for you guys. Do we really have a built roster to contend for the cup this year? And if so, who has to step up?
I think we do have a roster that can contend this year, especially compared to last year or even the year before. Stepping up, I think we need more diversity in goal scorers as of right now. I think we've only got 4 different goal scorers on the season, so we need more diversity in goal scorers and then clean sheets. And
I
that's gonna come from the whole team.
I would agree with you on the goal scorer, except that if I were to name one player, I think Victor needs to step it up. I think he needs to be way more dangerous than what he is right now. He has all the abilities. I just want him to be more dangerous. And it could depend on the opponent, but I need him to step up.
Yeah, very true. Very, very true. Next question for you guys. Sometimes we have to risk more and play 2 9s. Miami did it and they won.
They were playing with 2 9s the whole game. I'm not sure what game they were watching. I mean, Berterame is a 9, and Allende is a false 9, but he was still a forward up there, and then Messi. But Messi would drop back. So technically, they're playing with two forwards: Allende, who was the leading goal scorer in the playoffs last year that helped them win MLS Cup, and Berterame, who is technically a goal scorer. So I'm not sure the question is phrased correctly. Because technically, we have two forwards too.
It's true.
Yeah,
And we have and 110.
Yeah, so we have Sergi, and then Morgan is technically the false 9-10, and then Luna is the 10. So I think you have a 9, 9.5, and a 10.
9.5 there.
Yeah, so I don't know. We're doing the same. In fact, we played the exact same formation in the exact same strategy. To Christian's point earlier, we played the exact same thing as Miami.
It's like
It was a mirror.
it's like both head coaches are Argentine or something.
Crazy.
Next question for you guys. Should MLS play more games outside of Saturday? I say yes. Give me Friday night
I
football.
was gonna say Friday nights would be nice.
I mean, Friday night football, Saturday.
Especially with the a little bit of argument for this with the schedule change coming up next year. Shift your Sunday games to Fridays because you're going to try to compete against the NFL. And if you really want to win a fan base, don't make them choose between the NFL or MLS. Be MLS on Fridays and Saturdays, and then allow NFL to just continue to have their Sunday deal.
True story. True story.
Yeah, I will say these Wednesday games, they do kind of mess with people a little bit because then you got to wake up the next day for work or school or whatever.
Oh my
But
gosh. Today,
But Friday night football, I'd be all for Friday night football.
Today was a struggle.
oh,
Here we
I thought
go.
it was like Saturday. I'm like, no. Like Saturday? No.
Last and final question of the night for you guys. Do you think the time off for the World Cup, trades aside, will improve or worsen our form?
That's a decision to be made by the player. I think if I were to predict, I think we're just going to be the same, barring hopefully no one important leaves. But I think we'll be fine. From what I hear, rumors, there might be some inter squad scrimmages, inter club scrimmages. So
Well, we do have Bosnia coming in, so maybe we can go do a scrimmage with Bosnia.
I doubt it. But
No, but I'm maybe a little bit nervous because that's a long break. That's a long break without playing with your team. But
no, they're gonna be practicing together the whole time. There's not like no one can practice. It's not like a
no,
league
no,
policy.
no,
Well,
absolutely. But it's just playing against other teams.
well, and then what we'll see. I mean, because we're going to lose, I would say at least 2 players to the World Cup.
Juanma and Diego.
At least Juan Diego. And but I bet Pablo gives the team a week. Like, hey, yeah, go on vacation, go watch, go back to your country, watch the World Cup, or go to the World Cup or something. But then come on back, and like Alan said, we're practicing, we're scrimmaging.
Yeah.
I bet we see appearances from players at the World Cup watch parties, which are going to be at the stadium. They'll probably in the suites, but they'll be there.
That's fun. We gotta get to those.
We will be there.
Heck
We
yeah.
will be there. We're under 2 months away till the World Cup starts, everybody. So I think
We are 49 days, I think, or 48.
49 days. 49 days. So we'll be there. So Mexico and Canada game. I mean, sorry, Mexico and
No
the U.S.
Canada.
game. Not
There you
Canada. Mexico and the U.S. games will be showing at America first.
I
Excellent.
will honestly try to be there for every U.S. game if I can.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. That was a lot to talk about, and thanks for putting up with any rants, any weird opinions. But guys, I think we left off a couple of opinions for time's sake. But thanks for joining, and hopefully you will join us next time. So, you guys have anything else?
We love
No. Enjoy your weekend and watch some football. Watch some football because that's what you do on Saturdays. That's what you do on Sundays.
Heck yeah, Marcus, get us out of here.
If you're not already, head over to Instagram, head over to X, head over to TikTok, and follow us at the RSL Bros. Catch us where you catch your podcasts on Spotify and Apple, and watch us on YouTube.
That's the word. Okay, guys. Peace out. Bye.
Ciao.